Hello, friends.
Hi.
So I'm Alyssa, and I'm here with my friend Jen, and we are going to talk about Jen's health journey because it's such an exciting story. And so, Jen, like the other day, you posted a picture, and it was like a before and after picture. And I would love to know. I mean, I know some of it, but this is part of why
Mhm.
it's recording because I want to share your story with more people on this transformation you've made in your life. So, um, can you tell me what happened between that first picture and that second picture? And I mean, that's the thing with before and after. Sometimes you don't know, so what's the
There's
story?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that picture popped up on my feed from somebody else, that had tagged me in it. And I kind of was like, is that really me? Like, I don't feel like that right now, And I was about a year out from having my girls. And it was the first time that, my body was mine again. I wasn't nursing. I'm done, kiddos kind of through that stage right there. And I was just kind of looking at that and kind of saw that I've kind of come a little bit of a way. Okay,
A lot of it.
pretty far.
Yeah.
And what happened was about 6 months ago, that's when you got a call.
Yes.
And that was kind of at a time where I kind of say I was just done. I kind of hit my point. I was exhausted all the time. I couldn't keep up with my kids. I was kind of grumpy because I didn't feel good physically.
Mhm.
And um, I knew something had to change. And I was driving home, and your name popped into my head.
Mhm.
And that was simply because about 2 years ago, you told me about this.
Yeah.
And it took me that long to come around, I guess. And it's really all about being ready. I was ready, and this was the right time for me to give you that call. And I'd been watching you, right? We all kind of watch people online, and um, you've been consistent, and I saw your commitment. You've been doing this for a while, and I kind of was like, I can do this, and I know I can do it with your help and the community that you have. And so I gave you a call.
Yes, and I was honored to get that call. And I'm so glad that it's so great. I mean, I believe in these products. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I just share. I share my story, and then I wait for a lot of people and love people, and many people say no, but a lot of people say yes, and it changes their life. So that's why I'm so excited for you. So tell me, like, what I know you started with the Prove It challenge.
I
So
did.
tell us what that journey was like.
Yeah, okay. So the Prove It Challenge, it starts with a cleanse. And for me, that is exactly what I needed. I think the cleanse, it's about a week long, and I did it to a T. Kind of what it said. It's all veggies, no caffeine, no sugar, nothing else, and
Which is a
lots of
big
water.
commitment for you because I knew that
It's a
about you.
yeah, and I'm kind of an all-in kind of person, and so that's just how I need to do it. I know a lot of people kind of modify it a bit as to kind of where they're at or kind of what their goals are, and my goal was to really get started. And for me, the cleanse was all about awareness. I wasn't paying attention to what I was eating. I didn't know I was eating some of the stuff I was. um, the thing for me that was kind of eye-opening was I was just kind of snacking off my kids' plates when they were done.
Sure.
And on the cleanse, I can't have waffles and syrup. I can't have leftover mac and cheese, right? That's what I was eating. And
Sure.
it's just those little bites here and there add up.
Mhm.
And so for me, I had to kind of plan, right? Because I can't just go through a drive through during that. So that's something that's been helpful the whole time. Um, but you just have to be super intentional, and you're taking the supplements at the same times, the cleanse supplements that kind of help you not help kind of rid your body of the toxins, and then help you not feel so bad from eating all the veggies that you are consuming.
Yeah.
And so that was the best thing, because also, like, at the time for me, I mentioned you can't have caffeine. um, I'm kind of a Starbucks drinker, and not like a iced coffee kind of gal, like the caramel shakes and extra syrup and all of that. And I
Go
couldn't
big
do
or
that.
go home.
Right, exactly. I'm all in. I already said
Yeah,
that.
you're all in.
And um, I couldn't do those. And, the first couple of days are rough. Sugar and caffeine will hit you hard if you're used to consuming them all the time. But after a couple of days, you kind of start to feel amazing.
Yeah.
You get through it, and you see like how good your body can feel when you're actually paying attention and you're feeding it what it needs. And I lost about 1 pound a day.
Wow.
Doing that. And I think that's, again, because I did go all in. I did exactly what it said. And that's kind of just the jump start that I needed. Losing 7 pounds right away, it gives you the confidence that you can actually do this. And it really helps you see like, okay, I can stick with this. Like, that's a big commitment. I can do that. Now I can kind of go back to, we can go to the next phase.
Right.
And I think if I hadn't done the cleanse the way I did, I wouldn't have gone into the next phase with so much confidence that I could do it.
Well, I was thinking about that when you were sharing it, because, I've worked with a lot of people, and some people, like, they can't start with the whole cleanse. It's too scary for them. And so I said, that's fine. What if you add a little protein, or, and people have still had success. They don't lose 7 pounds in the first week, but they still watch the scale drop. But what it does is it still builds confidence.
Right.
Because you say, hey, I resisted Starbucks this week, or I resisted all the candy, that Halloween candy, like the house right now, all those things. And so much of it is just like, even those small steps for however you are and whatever you got to do, whether you're all in like you are, or even just the small steps, like, it builds confidence, and it does help you drop that weight. So, but of course, like, living like that, it's not sustainable. It's not healthy. You don't want to live this way all the time, like you're on a cleanse. So tell us, what was the next phase, and how was that healthy, and how was that good for you? And yeah, tell us about the next phase.
Yeah. So the next phase, the next part of the Prove It Challenge, is you switch to starting to take the strip and the shake. So that's essentially, you're taking your vitamins, kind of pre-packaged right there for you, super easy. And then you start to add in the protein shakes. And for me, and it's a meal replacement. So you kind of take that in place of a meal that you were having before.
Right, just one day a week, or what, 1 meal a week?
1 meal a week. Yeah. And then
I'm sorry, 1 meal a day.
Oh,
I know.
1 meal a day
with the shakes. Yes.
Right. So for breakfast, that's what I did. I switched out breakfast. And for a lot of people, that's typically the best fit, just with your lifestyle. For me, it's great. I make mine with coffee, just iced coffee.
Yes.
And almond milk, and my protein powder and collagen.
Collagen.
And yeah, so good. And that is just a great way to start your day. You're already making healthy choices. If you do that first thing, you're kind of like, oh, that was good. I just want to keep those good habits going. And if you continue them, they start to add up. You just saw that the week before. And so it just kind of starts your day off right. It fits into my lifestyle. Quick, easy, convenient, and they're plant-based, they're vegan, they taste delicious. And so all of that kind of fits what I was looking for in a shake. And the other part's the protein, right? We need that. Our body needs that.
Yeah.
And then the other part that's in there, that's in the shakes and also in the snack bars and meal bars, if you wanted to add those in, as an afternoon snack, it's a great way to kind of get some more protein in. And what our products have in them is called leucine. And essentially that is kind of the way I think about it, is it just helps kind of maximize what you're already doing. And so the leucine, I wrote it down because I'm still kind of learning all about it. But I think this is where the good stuff happens. The science kind of backs up the products. You have the science in your favor. And because it helps your body to retain the muscle and get rid of the fat.
Yes.
And if we're putting in all of this work, that's what we want to happen. Yes, we want to see the scale move, and we want to see our clothes, fit better, but we want that also to be coming from strength, right? Yes. And so for me, yes, I lost a lot of weight on the Prove It Challenge, but I also got my energy back. I can do the monkey bars a little bit, not the whole way. Let's just be realistic.
Yeah.
I'm lifting more than I, did when I was in college. Like I'm kind of back to
Awesome.
there lifting,
Wow.
and I can run fast. And that wouldn't be happening if I was just eating salad or try to make healthy choices. This kind of just helps amplify, magnify, maximize, any word you can think of. You're already doing the work. So let's kind of have a helper to come along and really get the most out of what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I have seen this be so successful for people. It's been, I mean, I've had multiple pregnancies in the past 10 years when I've been using these products and using this specific shake, because like a typical diet is when people like eat a lot of salad and basically starve themselves, and our bodies will kind of go into like feast or famine mode, kind of like when you think back of the olden days when we didn't have a grocery store down the road, right? Like so our bodies would say, oh, it must be a famine time, so I need to slow everything down and all these things. But then as soon as you fall off the wagon because it's Thanksgiving or it's somebody's birthday, or you just get tired of eating salads all the time because it's hard to live that way, your body goes, oh, it's a feast time, so I need to pack on the pounds because I don't know when the next famine's going to come. And so you watch people like yo-yo with that kind of living, and you can't live that way. Whereas with this protein, it gives your body what it needs. And the leucine hold on to muscle, which no other protein shake I know out there has that in it. So like, not only does the protein fill you up, so it's filling you up versus a salad, but also it's giving you that muscle that only you're losing fat and you're gaining muscle. So it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. So and my kids love it. Just going to share that.
Yeah, you should say that.
It's a family thing. We all have our shakes all the time.
And it's safe for kids. Yeah.
It's safe for kids and they absolutely love it. And you can make it so many different ways based on your palate. And so like my kids love it with fruit. My husband likes a fruit smoothie, vanilla. He does that. The greens, he does the greens booster. My son likes to add spinach to his. Wow. It changes its color. So that's kind of the special.
That's so great.
And then I have a coffee one,
my kids like chocolate. So, yeah.
So it's one of those things like you're going to make good decisions and then you're going to notice like, okay, my kids can do some of this too. And they want to join in. And it's like these healthy habits that we're like, okay, I'm just figuring it out, but we can instill those things in our kids now. And yes, I'm changing my life. But I'm changing my kids' lives, my husband's life, my in-laws' life, what we're doing is impacting everyone around us.
Absolutely. So. Yeah. A couple years ago, I realized for breakfast, I have 4 boys. They're hungry all the time. So for breakfast, they were eating like a whole bowl of oatmeal, and then they'd eat like 2 or 3 pieces of fruit. And then they go to cereal. Cause cereal is, it's really not the best way to start your day. It's delicious, but it's sugar usually. So I would put off the cereal. Cereal was like breakfast dessert, but they would still get to it because of all this stuff. And so then somebody suggested, what if you give them a protein shake? And so now every morning they get like half a serving of a protein shake among all of them, and a bowl of oatmeal. And usually that's all they need. Sometimes they go the fruit, sometimes they want some cereal, but most of the time they're full and it doesn't get there. And so even just the cost savings of that, but even just that you're filling them up with good stuff. Right. And, fruit does add up, right? So
it does.
It's not healthy.
So I don't know. That's when I think it's just kind of amazing to see how it affects your whole family.
Huge.
So, and the next part of the Prove It Challenge are vitamins.
Yeah.
Simple. Simple, right? It's simple, but it's the part that, we really need. And I wrote down what they are. So in your strip, right, you can do the strip, you can do Meology. But either way, it's prepackaged for you, which goodness gracious, that's just a time saver. It increases the chance I actually take them, if I'm honest.
So true. I keep an extra strip in my purse sometimes. Yeah.
So good. But it comes with a multivitamin. I wasn't really taking that before. It comes with a B and C complex. We need those. The Karate E Omega, the probiotic. That was a big one for me. That has benefits all around. And so
Sure does.
Yeah. And so that right there, I'm just giving my body, again, exactly what it needs. And everything that's included in there is based on so much research, so much science. Even on the box, my son, we were looking at the box, and the science behind kind of how it goes into your body and exactly when all the nutrients are released. I'm drawing this picture that sits on the box, exactly when your body needs it. Your up here, your stomach, your upper intestine, lower intestine, whatever it is, where it needs to go, the science is there. And so that's why when I missed a day because I was traveling, I noticed it.
Wow.
Before I stopped taking them because I could take them or not take them. It didn't really matter. I didn't feel the difference.
Yeah.
And these are ones that are going to make you feel good, and you're not going to want to miss a day because you will notice it.
It's so true. Well, and like one thing I didn't know until I was doing this business is that like the supplement industry, unfortunately, is not regulated very well. It's somewhat regulated, but really not. So a lot of times what's written on the bottle is not what's actually in the bottle. And so it's probably why the vitamins you were taking, you didn't feel any different, and you would skip them and not care. And it's so true. Like the standards of this company, what is on the bottle is what's actually in. And it's also the science behind it to make sure it's absorbing in the right place of your body at the right time. Like that probiotic, like the fact that it has all those coatings on it. So it dissolves in the lowest part of your intestine where 80% of those good germs live. Like everybody in my family gets that probiotic because everybody should have it. Everybody should have it. Immune systems and everything. So we're huge believers in the vitamins. So that's why we started, really.
Yeah. And I'm so late to the game, I feel like, and I'm just so happy that I started, you know, like all of it.
And that's the thing, but you didn't just start. Like, I mean, so Prove It Challenge it's a month, right? It's a month commitment. And a lot of people start and then they think, okay, well, my life's going to be all completely different in a month. And then all of my health problems will be solved. And like no health problem is that way, right? Like it takes consistency. And that's what I really admire about you is that I've seen you stick with it. And you realize like, these are good products, but I have to do the work too. Like I have to take them. I have to move my body a little bit, you know, I've got to be eating good foods, but like you maximize that result by sticking with it and making the good choices. And I mean, gosh, to see your transformation in those pictures is just amazing. So
thanks. Yeah. And that's the thing. I do want people to know it takes hard work, but once you start, again, taking the vitamins and giving your body protein, you're going to want to keep going and you're going to have the energy to keep going. Because I noticed in the beginning, no, I wasn't working out as hard as I'm able to now because I couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't run as far or as fast or lift as much weights or, climb the tree. That's what stage we're at. We're climbing trees. And I couldn't do that. And slowly over time, it's been about 6 months, I am where I am because I have a bike here. I hop on the bike. I park farther, right? That's the silly one. But like now I have the energy to do that. And because I'm starting my day off with a healthy decision, then I kind of want to keep that going. And so, it really gives you, for me, it's moving. I love working out. And so of course, if you want to stay healthy, you're going to need to incorporate that in whatever manner works for you. If it's a Zumba class, if it's running, if it's biking, if it's dance parties in the kitchen, whatever it is, like go for it. But it also allowed me to kind of try other healthy decisions. So like on vacation, we were at Disney and I was a vegan. Who knew? The happiest place on earth, I could be a vegan. And I never would have even thought about doing that or tried to make healthy decisions if I wasn't on the path I was already on. Again, it gives you the confidence to continue taking steps to help your body feel better. I was already a vegetarian, and that next step was even better for my body because you're starting to, again, be aware of what you're putting in your body, really see how what you're taking and what you're eating affects you. And before I didn't care. If it tasted good, I wanted it. If I was going to feel bad the next day, who cares? Now I care, right? I want that energy and I want to be able to continue serving those around me.
Yeah, I love it. Well, and it just goes to show that like it really does start with just that first step. And like we're all on this spectrum, right? Like for some of us, it's like we're eating fast food 8 days a week, right? And for others, maybe we're just eating it a little bit and eating
Yeah.
stuff off our kids' plates, like you said, in Starbucks, those little things, but you kind of just want to get 1% better, right? And
Right.
this helps you do that. And it gives you the energy to do it. And then the way it's affecting your whole family is just
Yeah.
huge, and giving you the strength to go play on the monkey bars with your kids. I just, that's exciting. Your kids have
So
a mom
fun.
that can lift them up and do these fun things. So I'm really proud of you. So,
Thank
uh,
you.
so I know we should mention the business because like
Yeah.
you started, like you just decided to start with the business. Can you,
I went all in.
yeah, or all in, you're an all in girl. So why did you choose to do that?
Yeah, and probably not your typical path, but I know I needed accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew if I was going to do this, one of the things you learn right away is to become a product of the products. And I knew it would hold me accountable to kind of stay on this journey. And if I wanted to be able to help others, and especially after you start seeing how good you feel, you want others to have this in their life too. And the only way that I could do that is if I was also living it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I needed a community around me for support. And that's exactly what y'all are, right? I was watching. There's people always watching. And your community, right? It's positive, passionate, motivated people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I knew I was that. And I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be even more that,
Yeah.
like I know you saw it and that's so
Yep.
encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I needed to see it myself. And the only way I could see that was by sticking with it, these small steps of consistency. And so the community for me has been amazing. I feel, they're such a source of encouragement, support,
Mm-hmm.
inspiration. Y'all have been doing this for a long time and you're still doing it. And one, that speaks to who you are, but the other, it speaks to the products and that like you're still seeing results. You're still able to kind of make these little changes, right? It's not a huge, drastic life change that nobody could maintain forever. You've been doing it 10 years, others 7 or 4. And
Mm-hmm.
so for me, I needed that. I needed to kind of be in and surrounded by people that could kind of keep pushing me physically to kind of keep going on my journey, but then also mentally to grow as a person, as a human, as a mom, as a daughter, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's kind of what y'all offer.
Yeah.
And I
I'm very
wanted to be a
proud of,
part of it.
yeah, exactly. I'm very proud of the team that we have. And it is authentic people, women of integrity that
Yeah.
truly do cheer each other on.
Yeah.
We're all in this business together and we're not competing against each other. And I love the community that we have and I'm very proud of
Yeah.
it. So, and you're the perfect fit for it. And maybe whoever you're sharing this video with is also someone that maybe could be the perfect fit for it. So it's all out
Absolutely.
there. It's the best way to have that accountability. And buy from yourself.
I mean, that's just a little bit of a benefit.
I know. I mean, that's why I started and later replaced my teaching income. I never thought that was possible. I just wanted to be healthier and buy from myself and save a little money. So, and it's been all that. So, and more. And so since you're starting your business, I think we should offer a deal for the people you're sharing this video with. And so I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but if you were to mention another favorite product that you have outside of the Prove It Challenge, what would it be?
Like the other product I mentioned?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Again, collagen. Guys, it's when I was kind of late to the game on this one. I thought, for me, collagen, I thought, oh, that's just like a beauty product, right? That's hair, skin, and nails. Like, okay, that's fine. My hair's good. But no, there's a lot more to it. And for me, when I started taking it, I did see my nails get better. They were stronger. My face kind of felt my skin. It felt better. It looked better. But it was my joints, my knees,
Yes.
right? I was able
I
to
feel
kind of
it.
put the workouts in. And then in the morning, I noticed a difference just getting out of bed in the morning. I didn't ache as much after, a hard workout the night before, the day before. And that's when I've been hearing over and over again, is just about how it's really about your joints and building that. And here I was just putting it off because it's called like a beauty booster. No, like I want to feel better too. And I mean, y'all, my husband loves it. And he loves the beauty booster. Yeah. And he takes it every day. He swears by it. He's definitely seeing some help, if you're catching what I'm saying there in the back.
Yeah.
As it's not as thick as it used to be, but now it is, he's seeing awesome. That. And so cool. Yeah, okay, that's my favorite. I could keep talking about it.
I know. Well, and I've just seen my nails grow. Like, I mean, this product just was released, a few months ago, and I've seen it. My hair has become fuller, my nails, my joints, all these things. So yeah. I'm a believer in collagen too. So here's what
it makes things
it
makes things taste better too. Right, your coffee. So people put it in their coffee and it kind of thickens it up.
That's true.
But for me, my shakes are creamier. Like, I know it sounds, yes, it's not flavored, so you can put it in anything. But I do notice, like, I don't know, it adds a little extra oomph.
You like the texture. I noticed the texture. I put it in my coffee and I use a frother. But my husband likes it in the shake. He swears by it. So
that's what we do.
Each his own. Okay. Yeah. So here's what I think we should do, since you're just starting your business, and like, that's part of why we're making this video, so you can share it with people. So I'm happy to, like, within the next 10 days, if anybody wants to join you in a Prove It challenge, we can throw in a free collagen for them, because they can put it in their shakes. So maybe they'll put it in their coffee, but like, that's just a really great way, because they can experience your favorite products. If they're ready to start with a Prove It challenge, which really is the best way to start, in my opinion. So
I agree. And and I mean, you have the collagen with it now, so you're like ready to go. That's what you need.
Exactly. So they have to contact you to get it, and I'll tell you how to do it and all that stuff. But it's a great way to, like, just start your business and also help somebody else get a free gift as they start.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. Well, is there anything else that you want to share?
I think the thing I've been kind of living by is just little by little. And I know, like, we started this whole talk off talking about a picture, a huge transformation that happened, but that didn't happen overnight. It was small, consistent steps, little by little. You mentioned 1% better. It's really about that. And it's just really about kind of taking steps to move forward. And so I think, just if I could offer anyone encouragement, it's kind of pick that one thing and just choose to be a little bit better in that area. And so, I don't know.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. And I completely agree. And I've seen that in business, like I kept saying, I never thought this business would replace my income or provide our family a car, the travel we've been able to do,
Exactly.
but it was just taking the next step, and for me, it was, I just wanted to be able to pay for my products. And then I wanted to pay for all the products for my son with special needs. And, it just became something else. And so, but it didn't happen overnight. It happened little by little, just taking those steps and maybe believing that it's possible, and that you're worthy of taking those steps, because you're made in God's image and He has a plan for you, and all the things. So,
and this,
oh no,
all of that, everything you said.
Say that one more time, because you froze up.
Yeah, no, what I'm just saying is that the community that you have built, you've started, is just there to completely reinforce that. And so you can watch them, be encouraged by them.
Yeah, I'm so agree. So awesome. Okay. I'm glad we made this video. All right. Yeah. Well, let me stop recording now. Thanks for being here, friends.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Reach out to Jen if you want that deal. Yay. Bye. Bye.